What is going on, everybody? My name is Robert Watkin and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about something that isn't a video editing tutorial. I'm going to be talking about a way to make money online, a legit way to make money. And before getting into it, I want to clarify it's not one of these get rich fast schemes. Trust me, I've tried to find many of them in my time and I've never ever found one that is real or one that actually makes a good amount of money. This is more of a thing you can do in your spare time, if you have a lot of spare time, or if you're like me, it'll probably be the best if you spend a lot of time on your computer. You'll understand why as we get into it. But essentially, the website is called User Testing, as you can see on screen, and what you do is you test websites. So the software, well, you'll download a screen recording software. It'll record your screen when you're doing a test. It'll give you a series of tasks in the top corner set by the company wanting their website tested, and you go through those tasks. So an example of this task might be first impressions of the website. You'll give your first impressions, kind of go about the steps. Once you've finished the test, it'll be sent off, and then exactly 7 days after, you'll be paid a certain amount to your PayPal. Now, most of the tests pay out $10. If you get above a 3-star rating for, I believe it's 10 tests, you'll actually be sent out a small webcam, and the camera can be used to record your phone screen, and when you do those mobile tests you'll get $15. That's why up here you can see $15, because earlier today I actually done one of these $15 tests. Now, I do notice a lot of people online saying that you're going to make a lot of money using this if you're on it a lot. Personally, from my experience, you don't. The most I've probably made is between $60 and $80 a week. I'll probably make about $30 to $50 a week. Now, of course, I am in the UK. I use Great British Pound. So luckily, because it goes into a PayPal account, PayPal can automatically change the currency, which is a benefit. So if you're in a different country, you can do it. I don't know which countries do allow access to this, but if you're in the UK or you're in America, USA, you can at least do it there. Now, just to kind of prove that it is legit, I have been doing it for a few years. If we're going to completed tests here, it'll show a series of the tests. Now, most of them I haven't been rated on. That doesn't mean it's a bad rating. It just means the company wanting their website tested hasn't given me a rating. But you can see most of the time I'm getting 5 stars. This is because I've been doing it for quite a while. One other thing I'd like to say is the more tests you get at a higher star rating, the more tests will be given out to you. This is because, of course, the company User Testing isn't going to want to give the low-level testers a lot of tests because it'll reflect badly on User Testing. So if you try and speak clearly, really articulate what you're saying, it'll really come across much better. So as long as you have pretty much a microphone, a computer with a monitor, and an internet connection, it doesn't even have to be a good internet connection, as long as it'll be able to send the video off, then you're perfectly okay. But yeah, you can see going through here, we've got a lot of tests. You can see I've done most of them are around $10, a couple $15 here and there. You tend to get the phone test a lot less. You can see here as well, I've actually got a few comments on my ratings, so very clear and specific with feedback. That's one of the things you want to try and do. You want to be as specific and as clear as you can. So here's another one. Thanks very much for the great commentary this session. So if we keep going through here, we can see generally it's the same thing going on. Now, if I go to the very last page on here, you can see I've been doing this all the way back to 2014, which is a long time. Of course, I haven't made massive amounts off this for the time that I've been doing it, but it's still been a decent amount of money in total. Now you can see there are a couple tests here which have became void. This has been the case where I've been sent the same test again, and I've just done it again because I thought, okay, that sounds quite good. I'll do it again because I know what I'm doing. But they will actually track that. So if you do get the same test sent to you again, make sure you just decline it and don't do it, because you may end up wasting your time and you'll just get the money removed. Now you can see here the tests are paying $3 at this point. I am unsure if they still do the $3 tests, but the $3 tests are basically shorter tests because the average test lasts about 10 to 15 minutes. So these $3 tests used to be about 5 minutes. They would have the same set tasks. So I think it was 3 tasks. The first one would be first impressions. The second one would be something like give some possible improvements, and the third one would be like final feedback, if I remember correctly. But when you're using these $3 tests, they are kind of there to bump up your star rating, and once you get a higher star rating, this is when you can get your camera sent out, which is free, by the way. They send it out for free, and then you can start doing the higher paid tests. Now, like I said, I don't know if these $3 tests are still available anymore, but if not, they are still doing the $10 tests. If you're on the UK, $10 is about £7 to £8, $15 is about £10, so keep that in mind. Now, if you do decide to use this, one thing I would recommend is have it open at all times. That doesn't mean keep your eye on the screen at all times, just put it on a different screen if you have multiple screens, or minimize it, or do whatever, because when you actually get a test, it'll make this ding noise. It'll go like bing. Oh, my voice broke as I try to make a bing noise there. It'll go bing. Yeah, that was a great example. But it'll do a little ding, so you know it's there. You can go on to available tests, and then you can do the test. Now, you can see here, this is actually a live conversation. So if I become eligible for this test, once I do a couple pre-test questions, they'll schedule this live talk, and then we'll do the live talk, and this one will actually pay out $30. I've seen some which pay up to like $150 before. Unfortunately, I have never succeeded in getting a live test so far. I did get one a little while ago, and just a couple days before I was about to do it, they cancelled on me. So it was a bit awkward, but it's not too much of a deal. Now, as I said, I live in the UK, so with this being an American-based company, I feel like if you are in the US, you're going to have a higher chance of getting these tests, just because you're going to be awake at better times where the tests are available. That could be completely wrong, however, I'm not 100%, but I feel like if you are in the US, you may have a slight advantage when it comes to getting the test. Now, I don't know if I mentioned before, but you do have to do screener tests before you do the actual test itself. So they usually just have like 2 or 3 questions. If you're eligible for the test, it'll move on to recording your screen, and if you're not, it'll just say you've been declined, and then you just wait for a different test. Another useful thing you can do is also set up your email with this. Well, you'll have to have your email set up anyway, because it does need to send the money to your PayPal, but by setting it up with your email, it means you'll get email notifications when there's a test available, so you don't always have to have it open. If you have got notifications for your email on your phone, it may be a bit easier. And also a good thing about this is it doesn't require bank details, so any of you that may be skeptical about doing this and worried that it might steal your money, it can't. It doesn't take your bank details at all. It takes your email address, and of course, if you know anything about the internet, if you know anything about PayPal, you can't be scammed by giving an email address, or at least they can't take your PayPal money just by giving them the email address. So you're going to be completely safe there. Now, if you are thinking of starting this, just remember it is going to be a bit slow in the beginning while your star rating is increasing. I'd say about 1 or 2 weeks, and then it'll start picking up, and you might get like 3 to 4 tests a week on average, which isn't bad. £30 to £40 a week can be just a little bit of extra side money. It could be especially helpful if you don't have a job, or if you're like me, I have got a job. I just do it on the side, so it means I've always got a little bit of side money in case I need it, as opposed to the money from my job. But I'd highly recommend doing this if you are looking for a way to make a bit of money online and you haven't found a way yet, or a method. There are other sites which do this, and I may cover some in the future, but this is the best one I have found so far. I've only actually been paid off one other site, and the other site has only given me 2 tests in about the same amount of time, the 3 or 4 years that I've used it. So if you're looking for a good consistent way to make a little bit of money on the side, go for this. And if you have seen other videos out there of people talking about this, saying you can make like $60 an hour or whatever, don't believe it. You need to be eligible for the tests, and you need to actually get the tests. You don't always get them, so just bear that in mind. It's going to be a low income thing, but I have seen some people as well which have made up to like $600 a week, which is a very rare scenario, but it might happen for you. I don't know, but good luck with it. I hope it helps. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can sign up for it. It's a great service. If you don't want to do it, at least check it out, give it a quick look, and then if it's not your thing, you can go off, and then it doesn't matter, and it's nothing bad's gonna happen basically. But that is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you did find this video helpful. Remember, if you do want to go on it, the link is in the description below. But that is it. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos relating to Sony Vegas Pro tutorials usually, and then of course I've got other videos like this, but that's it, guys, so I'll see you next time. Bye bye.